Are you ready for some beauty secrets? I'm ready to tell you. Hey, ladies, how are you? I want to have a conversation today about beauty secrets for Black women over 40 that will change your daily routine. So, you guys know I love me some good makeup. I got my makeup down to a minimum now, but I think I'm ready to like revamp a few things on my vanity, but we ain't here for that right now. But I want to talk about some really good beauty secrets that you can use in your routine just to kind of make you feel better, transform yourself. We all about that confidence and self-love and all that over here. So let me share. But before we get into that, how are you doing? How's your day going? How's your week? How's life been going so far? What's going on with me? Everything's been chill. I can't complain. I won't. But for the most part, I want to share with you, your girl has been a little busy beaver. I finally got our website up. So you guys know I've always had a blog, and it was iamKeliB, and I pretty much shared my videos over there. I shared, blog posts, may have correspondence from a video, whatever the case may be. But now we officially have a website, and I could not be more happier. Having a space where you can still hold your blog posts, but yet you can have other things. Ladies, when I say I'm busy, I'm busy. Right now, I am working on a ebook for us. Yes, an ebook is going to be free, so don't worry, it's going to be free. So, yes, I'm going to have more details to come and, things like that. But if you go on the website, kind of peruse around, you will kind of get an idea what your girl's working on. So, I want to let you know what's to come. I don't want it to be a secret. So, you go on over there, check it out, and you will see what your girl's working on and how we're going to, have our ebooks. We're going to have workshops. We're going to have courses. We're going to have all of it, y'all. I am so excited. I'm so ready. And I just want to give you kind of a sneak peek, just kind of warm you up so we can, won't be surprised. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Beauty secrets for Black women over 40 that will transform your routine. Now, you guys know for me, I'm all about that good skincare. I do skincare morning and night, and I think that definitely contributes to having good skin in addition to genes and also what you eat and what you drink. So let's get into it. Talking about drinking, hydration. We're going to talk about the foundations of skincare and its essentials, and we're going to focus on hydration. Drinking water is very essential. And a lot of people don't like water, and they have good skin. I do know a few folks that do not like to drink water and they have good skin. That's genetics, okay? That is because sometimes you may have breakouts, you may have pimples and things like that. You have to drink water to keep flowing and keep the kidneys going. That it's a whole other thing about drinking water, but you have to drink water to flush out. So drinking water, staying hydrated, and using hydrating serums and like hyaluronic acid. I put a hyaluronic acid on today. The one that I use, if you want to know, is Ordinary. Very, very affordable. If I'm not mistaken, let me get together, Kelly. It's about $9. So it will not break the bank. Um, cleansing. Cleansing the right way. They have cleansing oils. They have the gentle cleanses, clarifying. I think I mentioned that before in a previous episode talking about clarifying cleanses. Me personally, I just like gentle and I like moisturizing because I have dry skin and I don't need anything else to dry me out more than what I already do by myself. Oil cleansers are really nice too. I've had one before, and the one I had, believe it or not, it came from the drugstore. Neutrogena makes one, and also it came from Trader Joe's. Believe it or not, I don't Trader Joe's still have that one, but if they do, check it out. Their products in Trader Joe's are really, really nice. The only thing with Trader Joe's is they're like, I guess, dupes for like bigger brands, if you will, but very affordable, very nice. I've definitely had some products from Trader Joe's. Next up, targeting treatment. So, say for instance, we want to brighten our face. We can use things like vitamin C, which I love a good vitamin C. I love a good vitamin C for the day and the night, but more so in the daytime. Retinol for like fine lines and things like that. And SPF is for daily. You guys already know, no matter what, put your SPF on, even if you're not like, if I'm in the house, I don't put it on. If I know I'm going out today, I know I'm going out, I'm gonna put some SPF on. When I go to the gym, SPF, because the rays be raining. So, you got to protect your skin. And even if you're not wearing any makeup, wear something you put underneath your you could put over your moisturizer, do that. So that's the foundation of the skincare essentials. You got to have your hydration, you got to have your cleansing, your treatments, in addition to things you want to fix for hyperpigmentation. You can do like let me get it right, niacinamide, yeah, exfoliations, and anything else that you might want to use. So yeah, that word always tripped me up, but we got it out today. I ain't gonna repeat it again because I know I'm gonna mess it up. So now let's get into ageless makeup. You guys know less is best. I'm in a space now where, I'm wearing more of a lighter foundation. I'm going more for tinted moisturizers and things like that. I still like a matte foundation every now and then, but as I'm aging, I'm coming to realize that I need to be a little bit more gentle on my skin, because what I was able to do in my 20s and my 30s and in my 40s, because I'll be 49 this year, I can't do those same things. Your girl face is like, Kelly, you better bring some moisturizer up in here. So I got to be a little bit more gentle. So I'm all about the base. I feel like having a nice flawless base, it doesn't have to be full coverage. It can definitely be something nice like a tinted moisturizer, maybe even a more lighter to medium covered foundation. Having a good base will set the tone. That's just in my personal opinion. So for every day, keeping your daily routine, nice and solid. And remember, if you're going to work, going to church, running errands, you want to be able to do your face in about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It should not take you long. You're not going to a gala, you're not going to a ball, you're not getting married. This is just something nice and simple. Eyebrows. You guys know I love a good brow. So I feel like brows, not the brows that look like lines. I think a nice healthy brow. I have a nice, good, happy medium brow. You don't want your brow to define what era you are in, because sometimes brows can tell it all. Oh yeah, she caught up in the 90s. Oh, she in them 80 brows. Oh yeah, she in them early 2016 brows. Or she got them 2025 brows. It all just depends, because I feel like you do want to go for a more natural brow where you can undetect what era you are in. I know some of the younger girls, they're doing more of a fuller brow. A fuller brow, yes, is good for a youthful look. But I feel like someone in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, just go for something more natural, kind of just keep the same shape of your natural brow. Now, for me, I do cut off the edges of my brow because my brows want to go down like a sad face. And that's not going to go for Kelly. So we cut that off and we just fill in and keep it so we can have a nice, cute brow. So now for eyes that pop, if you have more of a brighter eye, for me, I have more of a smaller eye. I don't wear eyeliner because I know I just don't. I never was good with eyeliner. I know how to put it on, but through the course of the day, I'm in my face, I'm touching. Me and eyeliner would never get along. Would never. So, but I feel like, the heavy eyeliner, those can smudge sometimes. So, kind of stay away from that. If you do want to wear eyeliner, try to go for something more softer. Even if you do like the black eyeliner, minimize it if you can, or try to use a brown, especially if it's on a, deeper skin tone, a nice dark brown, or even go for the burgundy. I've been seeing ladies with the burgundies, eyeliner that gives a different pop. It will bring out the color in your eyes. So say, for instance, if you have like deep, dark brown eyes, like I do, I have dark brown eyes, you would want to put maybe like, say, a burgundy underneath your eye to kind of bring out your eyes, maybe give you the illusion that your eyes might be a little bit lighter. Just go for something nice and soft. And then if you do want to wear eyeshadows, tend to go for the more blown out look. Now, if it's wedding and things like that, you can go a little bit heavy, but more for the everyday look, go from the more blown out. I know for me, I like to use a bronzer in my eyelid because one, we're doing 10 to 15-minute looks here. We don't have time to do lid colors, creases, and then doing a brow bone shade. That's 3 different shades right there. We're trying to go for something nice, simple, on the go, sweet, and cute. Get you a nice bronzer or even a deep eyeshadow. And just kind of go in the crease back and forth and kind of warm it up a little bit. Nice and sweet. We love that. Now, when it comes to the lips and the cheeks, I'm off and on with that. But I do like a nice coral, a nice orange, or a nice brownie to give me a nice warm sun-kissed look. Me and the berries, we ain't been friends. So I kind of shy away from that. But if that's something that you like, you go ahead and use a nice blush to give you more of an awakening look. That's how I see blush. But for lips, and use cream. I think cream blushes look better than powder. Or you can layer it if you will, but it's all up to your likings. Now for lips, I like more of a nude lip for the everyday. Keep it nice and simple, i.e. if you are watching on the good old YouTube, I have on a nice nude lip. The nude lip I have on is from Juavia's Place. It's called Nubian. Let me see. We have it here, y'all. We have it here. Nubian Sands. I have that on. I have on White Russian lip gloss over with a espresso NYX pencil as my lip liner. I love a good neutral lip. I love it. Now, if you're going out, we're talking about daily routines here, but if you're going out, you can do your reds, your burgundies, your chocolates and things like that. But for everyday, quick, go. But if that is your everyday, then rock out. Okay? Rock out. I wish I could wear a red lip every day. I wish I could. Now, for hair, I don't have any hair. All I gotta do is make sure I got a brush and some oil on standby, and we good, and my haircut is being done. That's all we are worried about. But for hair, focus on, having good scalp and having a good protective style, moisturize and keeping retention if you have long hair. And even though I have short hair, I start to make sure that my hairs do lay down. And we want to go for that glow from within. I'm not a real big supplement taker, but I do take a few. So, collagen is definitely one, in addition to making sure that your nutrition is good, getting your omega-3s in, and all that stuff can be done with food. Okay. Next up, sleep. Ooh, so this is for us to keeping our skin and stuff good and all, from outside in. Sleep is one, but also if you do have longer hair and things like that, use a satin pillowcase or get you a nice bonnet that's satin lined so you can not have any snacks throughout the night. We don't want that. Have a good night cream and think about good relaxation tips. Okay, I'm all about that. These some good beauty tips here, y'all. So try to meditate before you go to bed, or not only that, try to what's the other one? Don't be on your phone before you go to bed. Try to lay there. Just lay there. I know for me, having that light in your eyes, I was definitely addicted to that. I started having my stroll time at night, putting my phone down, and just having thoughts, talking to myself, getting those thoughts out. And also, movement. Think about it. Right now, I'm sitting horrible. I'm telling you about movement and telling you about posture. Sit up straight, have your back up, do some nice impact exercises, and then have your own self-care rituals. Like, what are your non-negotiables? We talked about that before. So go back to that, get your non-negotiables and go from there. But yeah, I wanted to have this quick little conversation with you guys about, just some cute little beauty secrets for us women over 40, us black women, trying to do our thing. So let's recap. We covered the foundation of skincare, ageless makeup, and we also talked about hair and lifestyle hacks. Just so we can have, a more ageless, what can I say, long lasting beauty, all the things. So let me know what tips you like. If you have any, leave them in the comments down below so we all can see them, because we could all bounce off of each other. And I just want to say thank you guys for being here. And don't forget to check out the new website that we have, iamKeliB. See what's going on over there. I'll leave a link down below for you to check it out. And I want to say thank you so much for being here. And I will catch you in the next episode.